Welcome back. Once again, adventurers, to Let's Play BlazBlue Calamity Trigger. In the last episode, Jin Kisaragi fought against his ministerial secretary, Lieutenant Noel Vermilion, at the heart of the Librarium Cathedral at the top of Kagutsuchi. To which, it seems that, Jin may have done more than merely defeated Noel. In fact, he might have actually even killed her outright, although we can't entirely be sure of that for certain, since a strange phenomena happened right after the battle, which may be an indication of whether or not Noel is alive at this point, or not, as the case may be. But Jin has descended from the top of Kagutsuchi down to its lowest depths, where, lo and behold, in the chamber of the cathedral stands Ragna the Blood Edge, Jin's own brother.
We finally meet again, brother. Just as I thought. You were Ragna the Blood Edge.
You know, now that I think about it, that statement there, that last statement, actually makes no sense. How could you not know that Ragna and Ragna the Blood Edge were one and the same? I mean, it's not exactly a common name, Ragna. But, well, I mentioned that because at the beginning of the episode or rather at the beginning of Jin's story, Jin is pondering whether or not Ragna is the SS criminal known as the Grim Reaper. So it would have actually made more sense for Jin to say you were the Grim Reaper instead of you are Ragna the Blood Edge. Yeah, that's just me just talking about that there.
Jin, why are you here?
Why? I thought that was obvious. I came to see you, Ragna.
And once again, Jin's obsessions with Ragna leading him down a very dark and disturbing path.
Go away! I didn't come here for you, asshole.
And once again, Ragna the Blood Edge proving himself to be the more level-headed of the two brothers.
Why not? You're not happy to see me?
What are you talking about?
Did you forget about our past?
I don't think he ever could, Jin. That is one thing that Ragna, as we all know, can never forget.
You know what I'm talking about. Where all three of us used to.
Indeed. Ragna, Jin, and Saya.
Shut the hell up, Jin. I'll deal with you some other day.
Because right now, Ragna's intention is to destroy the Murakuma units lying at the heart of each cauldron in the hierarchical cities.
Don't be so cold, brother.
This coming from the man who wields ice as his drive attack. The house. The house where we lived, or rather the church. Burning, crumbling. And then there's Jin smiling eerily, as previously shown in Ragna's recollection there. But that actually posits a rather ominous situation, because up until this point it was assumed that it was the mystery saboteur, the one that burned down the church, who cut off Ragna's right arm. But what if it wasn't the mystery saboteur that did that? What if it was in fact Jin himself that cut off his own brother's right arm?
Jin, you bastard.
And it seems that my hunch was right on the money.
Hey, brother. I just killed a girl who looked exactly like her.
I think it's safe to go out on a limb here and say say that he's talking about Noelle Vermillion, since she was the one he just fought with in the previous episode, but looked exactly like who? Well, to be honest, given their conversation just now, there is actually only one possible answer when you really think about it. But, and that would definitely start to shed a bit of light on the overall mystery here, because the person that Jin is actually referring to, in the latter sense, is in fact, there is only one candidate who fits that. And that is Saya herself, the mysterious little sister. But then that raises more questions. Why does Noelle Vermillion resemble Saya in the first place? Unless, of course, Jin is going absolutely crazy. Which would be the end of the story there if it was, but in case we've forgotten, Ragna behaved very similarly against the Murakumo unit number 13, aka Nu. That voice, that face, if you recall. So not only does Noelle Vermillion somehow mysteriously look like and sound like Saya, but Nu number 13 also resembled Saya as well. So, could it be that the NOL, or rather, even more ominously, did the mystery saboteur use Saya as the base model for the Murakumo units? But then what does that have to do with Noelle? The plot thickens.
What do you mean?
But I'm so happy. I get to kill you again!
You didn't really kill him the first time around, but it seems that Jin intends to finish what he started all those years ago. Let battle be joined, as they say. Jin Kisaragi versus Ragna the Blood Edge. It's time for more Under Heaven destruction.
The wheel of fate is turning.
And there's no holding back.
Rebel. 1. Action!
Ooh, and Ragna with the first blow. Ooh.
Counter.
It's time to get a little crazy, methinks.
Not bad. How was that? Not bad.
Ooh, and that was a good timing on Ragna's attack. Back here. Ragna there with the good counter attack. I was trying to taunt there.
That's spike. Move it.
Ooh, and there's Carnage Scissors. There's Ragna's distortion drive there. That was ooh. Wow. Ragnar just kicked the snot out of Jin there.
You just had to get in my way. Say your goodbyes. For now.
Yeah, believe it or not, Ragnar isn't going to finish you off just yet, Jin. He's just going to knock you out.
No. I'm the one who's supposed to kill you. Only I can kill you! No one else can kill you!
I think your obsessions have definitely taken their toll there, Jin.
I'll decide my own future. You have no right to butt in.
No!
I'll listen to your crap later. I have a lot to ask you myself, but I have something I need to take care of first.
Yeah, because Ragnar needs to destroy the cauldron before it opens.
No! Brother!
Without thinking, I grab his hand. A chill runs down my spine. I know that I can't let him fight. Something here. So it seems like there's more to Jin's insanity than meets the eye.
Damn it, stop getting in my way, Jin! Don't make me beat the shit out of you, now get off me!
Something foreboding is definitely afoot here.
No! Brother! You can't fight that! You can't! Ragna!
Seems to me that Jin has some sort of inkling as to what's going to happen.
Ragna!
The chill pushes its icy fingers out from my spine and through the rest of my body. I feel myself lose consciousness. And that sound isn't good. And suddenly we're in a flashback. 4 years ago, the year 2196 AD.
Thank you for holding my luggage, Jin.
And it appears that this transpires back when Jin was at the Inner World's military academy. And first of all, two things. This young woman here must be the Tsubaki that Noelle was talking about earlier, the one who was worried about Jin. And second of all, Jin's academy attire and the fact that he is wearing glasses actually makes him look like a completely different person.
It's quite alright. I'm used to this kind of thing.
Not to mention his mannerisms, too.
Huh? Wait, you don't mean...
I think you have the wrong idea, Tsubaki. I was talking about all the errands I run for student council.
So, I believe at this point Jin was none other than the president of the Academy Student Council there, which, given his prowess, isn't really that surprising, since he is, after all, the next in line in the Kisuragi family of the NOL.
Oh, I see, of course. You know, I want to be on the student council and earn my stripes one day just like you, Jin.
Seems like Tsubaki is somewhat of an admirer of Jin's. If only she knew the truth.
I don't think you need to worry about that. You're intelligent and responsible. I can see you becoming the next student council president.
And yet somehow Jin is behaving cordially towards Tsubaki in a way completely unlike how we behave towards Noelle and Ragna.
Thanks, Jin.
He definitely is a completely different personality of sorts in his days in the military academy.
Huh?
Oh, Jin! Good morning.
And there are two other people. One appears to be a squirrel beastkin whose name is apparently Makoto. And yes, she is a squirrel because she has ears, and she also has a, you can't see it, but she does have a big fluffy squirrel tail. And Jin's expression is unfortunately dimmed at this point because the person in the middle here is all too familiar. It's Noelle Vermillion.
Good morning, Tsubaki.
Good morning.
What should be a cordial greeting feels slightly cold, methinks.
Good morning.
And Noelle was apparently as timid then as she was in the present.
Guys, no running in the hallways. But you already knew that, right? Just be more careful.
Jin's definitely trying to put on a straight face here, but he definitely doesn't like Noelle for various reasons.
Yes, my apologies.
Trying to put on a brave face in front of Tsubaki there, Agent.
What's wrong, Noelle? Are you sick?
No, it's not that.
Yeah, it would be hard for Noelle not to feel the incredible feelings of dislike and perhaps much more against her from Jin. Actually, more than dislike is probably a good way of describing it. Wait, what? Does Jin somehow have the ability to see the future? Because that's Noelle's appearance 4 years from now.
Jin, you too. What's wrong?
It's nothing. I just remembered something. Tsubaki, I'm sorry, but I need to give this back to you.
Yeah, something strange is definitely happening here.
Sure. Thank you for helping me. Are you really sure you're okay, Jin?
I appreciate the concern, but I'm quite all right. I'll see you later.
Once again, Jin putting on a brave face of sorts.
Oh, Jin is so dreamy. Tsubaki, you're so lucky he actually calls you by your name.
Well, we are related. It's not that strange. We've known each other since we were kids. Makoto, stop shaking your tail like that.
Huh, so it seems that Jin knew Tsubaki most likely after he was adopted by the Kisaragis. Although we still don't know what happened between that and the events of the church.
I'm so jealous. I don't think he'll ever take us seriously, eh? Noelle?
You're probably not wrong about that. But as for Jin's attitude towards Noelle, yeah, something bizarre is definitely... Wait, what was that?
Soldier?
What? White soldier?
Hey, Noelle, are you listening?
That's kind of strange.
Yes?
I didn't get a very good glimpse of that, but
You're not listening at all.
of course, Makoto has absolutely no idea of what, of how Noelle is feeling right about now. Though they were students back then.
What was that vision? Who was that girl?
Jin trying desperately to rationalize what's going on here.
Damn it.
The alternative truth has yet to be found. So that was one of the endings of Jin Kisaragi's story. And what an ending it was. Rather cryptic, ominous, and yet it gave us a glimpse of, well, it gave us a glimpse into part of the reasons why Jin feels the way he does towards Noelle. But I believe that will be it for this particular episode of Let's Play BlazBlue Calamity Trigger. And when we return, we shall see if we can actually defeat Ragna the Blood Edge and continue down the path. As always, adventurers, until next we meet.